I am back. I'll be reading chapter 6 from the book Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Chapter 6 The Noble and Most Ancient House of Black. Miss Weasley followed them upstairs looking grim. I want you all to go straight to bed, no talking, she said as they reached the first landing. We have got a busy day tomorrow. I expect Gingy's asleep, she added to Hermione, so try not to 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 wake her up. Asleep, yeah, right, said Fred in an undertone. After Hermione bid them good night, and they were climbing to the next floor. If Gingy's not lying awake waiting for Hermione to tell her everything they said downstairs, then I am a flopper one. All right, Ron, Harry, said Miss Weasley on the second landing, pointing them into the bedroom. Off to bed with you. With you. Night, Harry and Ron said to the twins. Sleep tight, said Fred, winking. Miss Weasley closed the door behind Harry with a sharp snap. The bedroom looked, if anything, even dankier and gloomier than it had on first sight. The blank picture on the wall was now breathing very slowly and deeply, as though its invisible occupant was asleep. Harry put on his pajamas, took off his glasses, and climbed into his chilly bed. While on through our eh, while on through our treats up on top of the railroad to pacify Hedwig and Pigwidgeon, who were gliding around and rustling their wings. What's so slowly? We can't let them out to hunt every night, Ron explained, as he put on his maroon pajamas. Dumbledore doesn't want too many owls swooping around the square. Thinks it will. Look suspicious. Oh yeah, I forgot. He crossed to the door and bolted it. What you doing that for? Kreacher said Ron as he turned off the light. First night I was there, he came. He came wandering in at 3 in the morning. Trust me, you don't want to wake up and find him crawling around your room. Anyway, he got into his bed, settled down under the covers, then turned to look at Harry in the darkness. Harry could see his outline by the moonlight filtering in through the grimy window. What do you reckon? Harry didn't need to ask what Ron meant. Well, they didn't tell us. Tell us? Tell us tell us much. We couldn't have guessed, did they? He said, thinking of all that had been said downstairs. I mean, all they have really said is that the order's trying to stop people joining VOL. There was a sharp intake of breath from Ron. DEMORT, said Harry firmly. When, when are you going to start using his name Sirius and Lupin do? And Lupin do. Ron ignored this last comment. Yeah, you're right, he said. We already knew. Nearly, nearly everything they told us from using the extendable ears. The only new bit was quack. Ouch. Keep your voice down, Ron, or Mom will. Be back. Be back up here. You two just APPARATED on my knees. Yeah, well, it's harder in the dark. Harry saw the blurred outlines of Fred and George leaping down from Ron's bed. There was a groan of bed springs, and Harry's mattress descended a few inches as George sat down near his feet. So, got there yet? Said George eagerly. The weapon Sirius mentioned, said Harry. Let's slip, more like, said Fred with relish, now sitting next to Ron. We didn't hear about that on the old Extendables, did we? What do you reckon it is? Said Harry. Could be anything, said Fred, but there can't be anything worse than the AVADEKEDAVRA curse. Can there say one? What's worse than death? Maybe it's something that can kill loads of people at once, Suggested George. Maybe it's some particularly painful way of killing people, said Ron fearfully. He's got the CRUCIATUS curse for causing pain, said Harry. He doesn't need anything more efficient than that. There was a pause, and Harry knew that the others like him were wondering what holes this weapon could penetrate. So who do you think? So who do you think got it now? Asked George. I hope it's our side, said Ron, sounding slightly nervous. If it is Dumbledore's, probably keeping it, said Fred. Where, said Ron quickly. Hogwarts? Bet it is, said George. That's where he hid the Sorcerer's Stone. A weapon's going to be a lot bigger than the stone, though, said Ron. Not necessarily, said Fred. Yeah, size is no guarantee of power, said George. Look at Gingy. What do you mean, said Harry. You have never been on the receiving end of one of her BOGEY hexes, have you? Shh, said Fred, half rising from the bed. Listen. They felt silent footsteps were coming up the stairs again. Mom, said George, and without further ado, there was a loud crack, and Harry felt felt the the weight vanish from the end of his bed. A few seconds later, and they heard the floorboard creak outside the door. Miss Weasley was plainly listening to see whether they were talking or not. Hedwig and Pigwidgeon hooted dutifully. The floorboard creaked again, and they heard her heading upstairs to check on Fred and to check on Fred and George. She doesn't trust us at all, said Ron regretfully. Harry was sure he would not be able to fall asleep. The evening had been so packed with things to think about that he fully expected to lie awake for hours mulling it all over. He wanted to continue talking to Ron, but Miss Weasley was now creaking back downstairs again, and once she had gone, he distinctly heard others making their way upstairs. In fact, many-legged creatures were cantering softly up and down outside the bedroom door, and Hagrid, the care of magical creatures teacher, was saying, beauties, aren't they, Harry? we will be studying. We will be studying weapons. This Tom and Harry saw that the curtains had canyons for heads and were wheeling to face him. He ducked. He ducked. The next thing he knew, he was cold in a warm ball under his bedclothes, and George's loud voice was filling the room. Mom says, "Get up. Your breakfast is in the kitchen." And then she needs you in the drawing room. There were loads more DOXIES than she thought, and she's found a nest of dead PUFFSKEINS under the sofa. Half an hour later, Harry and Ron, who were dressed and breakfasted quickly, entered the drawing room, a long, high-ceilinged room on the first floor with olive green walls covered in dirty tapestries. The carpet exhaled little clouds of dust every time someone put their foot on it, and the long moss green velvet curtains were buzzing as though swarming with invisible bees. Invisible bees. It was around these that that Miss Weasley Hermione, Gingy, Fred, and George were grouped, all looking rather particular as they had tie cloths over their noses and mouths. Each of them was also holding a large bottle of black liquid with a nozzle at the end. At the end. "Cover your faces and take a spray," Miss Weasley said to Harry and Ron the moment she saw them pointing to two more bottles of a black liquid standing on a spindle-legged table. "It's DOXYCIDE. I never seen and it, I have never seen an infestation this bad. What that house elves been doing for the last 10 years?" Hermione's face was half concealed by a tea towel, but Harry distinctively saw her throw a reproachful look at at Miss Weasley at these words. KREACG, Potter's is really old. He probably couldn't manage. You'd be surprised what KREACGR can manage when he wants to, Hermione said Sirius, who had just entered the room carrying a bloodstained bag of what appeared to be dead rats. "I have just been feeding Buckbeak," he added in reply to Harry's inquiring look. "I keep him upstairs in my mother's bedroom anyway. This writing desk. He dropped the bag of rats onto an armchair, then bent over to examine the locked cabinet, which Harry now noticed for the first time was shaking slightly. "Well, Molly, I'm pretty sure this is a BOGGART," said Sirius, peering through the keyhole. Or perhaps we ought to let Mad Eye have a shift at it before we let it out, knowing my mother. It could be could be something much worse. What, you are serious? said Miss Weasley. Said Miss Weasley. They were both speaking in carefully light, polite, and, polite voices that told Harry quite plainly that, that neither had forgotten the disagreement of the night before. A loud clanging bell sounded from downstairs, followed at once by the CACOPHONY of screams and wails that had that had been that had been, been triggered the previous night by Tonks knocking over the umbrella stand. Umbrella stand. I keep telling them not to ring the doorbell, said Sirius. Said Sirius. Said Sirius. Expectantly hurrying back out of the room. They heard him thundering down down the stairs at Miss Black's as Miss Black's screeches echoed up through the house once more. Stains, a dishonor, filthy half-breeds, blood traders, children of filth. Children of filth. Close the door, please, Harry, said Miss Weasley. Harry took as much time as he dared to close the drawing room door. He wanted to listen to what was going on downstairs. Sirius had obviously managed to shut the curtains over his mother's portrait because she had stopped screaming. He heard Sirius walking down the hall, then the clattering of the chain on the front door, and then a deep voice he recognized as KINGSSLEY Shacklebolt saying, HESTI Potfierces just relieved me. So she's got Moody's cloak now. Thought I'd leave. A report for Dumbledore. Feeling Miss Weasley's eyes on the back of his head, Harry regretfully closed the drawing room door and rejoined the DOXY party. Miss Weasley was bending. Miss Weasley was bending over to check the page on DOXIES in Gerard Lockhart's Guide to Household Pests, which was lying open on the sofa. Right, you lot, you need to be careful because DOXIES bite and their teeth are poisonous. I have got a bottle of antidote there, but I'd rather nobody needed it. She straightened up, positioned herself squarely in front of the curtains, and beckoned them all forward. When I say the word, start spraying immediately. She said they will come. Flying out at us. I expect, but it says on the sprays. One good squad will paralyze them. When they are immobilized, just throw them in this bucket. She stepped carefully out of the line of fire and raised her own spray. All right, squat. Harry had been spraying only a few seconds when a fully grown DOXY came soaring out of a fold in the material, shiny, beetle-like wings whirling, teeny, needle sharp teeth bared It's very light body covered with thick black hair, and its four teeny fists. And its four teeny fists clenched with fury. Clenched with fury. Harry caught it full in the face with a blast of DUXYCIDE. It froze in midair and fell with a surprisingly loud thunk onto the worn carpet below. Harry picked it up and threw it in the bucket. Fred, what are you doing? Said Miss Weasley sharply. Spray that at once and throw it away. Harry looked around. Fred was holding a struggling DUXY between his forefinger and thumb. Right over, Fred said brightly, uh, spraying the DOXY quickly in the face so that it fainted. But the moment Miss Weasley's back was turned, he pocketed it with a wink. We want to experiment with DOXY venom for our SKIVIING snack boxes, George told Harry under his breath, deftly spraying two DOXIE at once, as they soared straight for his nose. Harry moved closer to George and muttered out at the corner of his mouth, "What are SKIVING snack boxes?" "Range of sweets to make you ill," George whispered, keeping a wary eye on Miss Weasley's back. "Not seriously ill, mind, just ill enough to get you out of the class when you feel like it." Fred and I have been developing them this summer. They are double double-ended color coded chews. If you eat the orange half of the puking PASTILLES, you throw up. Moment you have been washed out of the lesson for the hospital wing. You swallow the purple half, which restores you to full fitness, enabling you to pursue the leisurely activity of your own choice during an hour that would otherwise have been devoted to unprofitable boredom. That's what we are putting in the efforts anyway," whispered Fred, who had edged who had who had who had who had ed, who had hedged over out of Miss Weasley's line of vision and was now sweeping a few stray DOXIES from the floor and adding them to his pocket. But they still need a bit of work. At the moment, our testers are having a bit of a trouble puking long enough to swallow the purple end. The purple end. Testers are separate. We take it in turns. George did the fainting, FANCIES. We both tried the nosebleed, NOUGAT. Monthard we'd been dueling, said George. Joke shop still on, then Harry muttered, pretending to be, addressing the nozzle on his spray. "Well, we haven't had a chance to get premises yet," said Fred, dropping his voice even lower as Miss Weasley mopped her brow with her scarf before returning to the attack. So we are running it as a mail order service at the moment. We put advertisements in the Daily Prophet last week. All thanks to you, mate, said George. But don't worry, Mom hasn't got a clue. She wouldn't read the Daily Prophet anymore, cause of it telling lies about you and Dumbledore. Harry grinned. He had forced the Weasley twins to take the the thousand the 1,000-gallon prize money he had won in the Triwizard Tournament to help them realize their ambition to open a joke shop. But he was still glad to know that his part in furthering their plans was unknown to Miss Weasley, who did not think that running a joke shop was a suitable career for two of her sons. The DOXYING of the curtains took most of the morning. It was past midday when Miss Weasley finally removed her protective scarf, sank into a sagging armchair, and sprang up again with a cry of disgust. Having sat on the bag of dead rats, the curtains were no longer buzzing. They hung limp and damp from the intensive sprain. Unconscious DOXIES lay cramped in the bucket at the foot of them beside a bowl of their black eggs at which Crookshanks was now sniffing, and Fred and George were shooting covetous looks. I think we will tackle those after lunch. After lunch, Miss Weasley pointed at the dusty glass fronted cabinets standing on either side of the mantelpiece. They were crammed with an odd assortment of objects, a selection of rusted daggers, claws, a coiled snakeskin, a number of tarnished silver boxes inscribed with languages. It's almost time for you to go. With languages Harry could not understand, and, least present of all, an ornate crystal bottle with a large OPAL set into the copper, full of what? Full of what Harry was quite sure was blood. The clanging doorbell rang again. Everyone looked at Miss Weasley. "Stay here," she said firmly, snatching up the bag of rats. As Miss Black's screeches started up again from down below. I will, I will bring up some sandwiches. Some sandwiches. She left the room, closing the door carefully behind her. At once, everyone dashed over to the window to look down onto the doorstep. They could see the top of an unkempt gingery head and a stack of precautiously balanced cauldrons. MUNDUNGUS said Hermione. Was he bought? What he bought all those cauldrons for? Probably looking for a safe place to keep them, said Harry. Isn't that what he was doing the night he was supposed to be tailing me, picking up doggy cauldrons? Cauldrons? Yeah, you're right, said Fred, as the front door opened. MUNDUNGUS heaved his cauldrons through it and disappeared from view. Blimey, Mom won't like that. He and George crossed through the door and stood beside it, listening closely. Miss Fox's screaming had stopped again. MUNDUNGUS is talking to Sirius and Kingsley, Fred muttered, frowning with concentration. Can't hear properly. Do you reckon we can risk the extendable ears? Might be worth it, said George. I could sneak upstairs and get a pair, but at that precise moment there was an explosion, a sound from downstairs. They rendered extendable ears quite unnecessary. All of them could hear exactly what Miss Weasley was shouting at the top of her voice. We are not running a hideout for stolen goods. I love hearing Mom shouting, as someone else said Fred, with a satisfied smile on his face, as he opened the door an inch or so to allow Miss Weasley's voice to penetrate the room better. It makes such a nice change. Completely irresponsible, as if we haven't got enough to to worry about, to worry about, without you, dragging stolen cauldrons into the house. The idiots are letting her get, or letting her get into her stride, said George, shaking his head. You have got to head her off early, otherwise she builds up a head of steam and goes on for hours. And she's been dying to have a go at MUNDUNGUS ever since he sneaked off when he was supposed to be following you, Harry. And there goes Sirius' mom again. Miss Weasley's voice was lost amid first shrieks and screams from the portraits in the hall. George made to shut the door to drown the noise, but before he could do so, a house elf edged into the room. Except for the filthy rag tied like a loincloth around its middle. It was completely naked. It looked very old. Its skin seemed to be several times too big for it, and though it was bald like all house elves. There was a quantity of white hair growing out of its large, bat-like ears. Its eyes were a bloodshot and watery gray, and its fleshy nose was large and rather snout-like. The elf took absolutely no notice of Harry and the rest, acting as though it could not see them. Its foot hunchbacked slowly and doggedly toward the far end of the room, muttering under its breath, all the while in a hoarse, deep voice like a bullfrog's. Smells like a drain and a criminal to boot. But she's no better, nasty old blood traitor with her brats, messing up my mistress' house. Oh, my poor mistress. If she knew, if she knew, if she knew, if she knew the scum they have let in her house. What would what would She say too old. Too old. Kreacagr. Oh, the shame of it. Mudbloods and werewolves and traitors and thieves. Poor old Kreacagr. What can he do? What can he do? Hello, Kreacagr, said Fred very loudly, closing the door with a snap. Hello.
Hi. I'll just leave my car and do the spot whenever you leave. How are you, Em?
Good.
She's doing her YouTube video right now. Cool beans.
What can he do? Hello, Kreacagr, said Fred very loudly, closing the door with a snap. The house elf rose in his tracks, stopped muttering.
We'll be right back, Em.
Okay, and then gave a very pronounced and very unconvincing start of surprise. Kreacagr did not see young master, he said, turning around and bowing to Fred, still facing the carpet. He added, perfectly audible, nasty little brat of a blood traitor. It is. Sorry, said George. Didn't catch that last bit. Kreacagr said nothing, said the elf with a second bow to George, adding, in a clear undertone, and theirs. It's Trin, unnatural little beasts they are. Beasts they are. Harry didn't know whether to laugh or not. The elf straightened up, eyeing them all very malevolently, and apparently convinced that they could not hear him as he continued to mutter. And there's the mudblood standing there bold as brass. Oh, if my mistress knew, oh how she cried, and there's a new boy, Kreacagr, doesn't know his name. What's he? What is he doing here? Kreacagr doesn't know. This is Harry. Kreacagr said Hermione tentatively. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Kreacagr put his pale eyes widened, and he muttered faster and more furiously than ever. The mudblood is talking to Kreacagr as though she is my friend. If Kreacagr Potter's mistress saw him in such company, what would she say? Don't call her a mudblood, said Ron and Gingy together, very angrily. Very angrily. It doesn't matter, Hermione whispered. He's not in his right mind. He doesn't know what he's. Don't kid yourself, Hermione. He knows exactly what he's saying, said Fred, eyeing Kreacagr with great dislike. Kreacagr was still muttering, his eyes on Harry. Is it true? Is it Harry Potter? Kreacagr can see the scar. It must be true that 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 that's that that's that 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 that's that boy who stopped the Dark Lord. Kreacagr wonders how he did it. Don't we all, Kreacagr, said Fred. What do you want anyway? George asked. Kreacagr Potter's huge eyes started onto George. Kreacagr is cleaning, he said evasively. A likely story, said a voice behind Harry. Serious hat, come back. He was glowing at the elf from the doorway. The noise in the hall had abated. Perhaps Miss Weasley and MUNDUNGUS had moved the argument down into the kitchen. At the sight of Sirius, Kreacgr flung himself into a ridiculously low bow. Low bow that flattened his snout-like nose on the floor. Stand up straight, said Sirius impatiently. Now. What are you up to? Kreacher is cleaning, the elf repeated. Kreacgr lives to solve the noble house black, and it's getting blacker. Every day it's filthy, said Sirius. Master always liked his little jokes, said Kreacher, bowing again and continuing in an undertone. Master was a nasty, ungrateful swine who broke his mother's heart. My mother didn't have a heart. Kreacgr, Sirius snapped. She kept herself alive out of pure spite. Kreacgr bowed again and said, whatever Master says. Then muttered furiously, Master is not fit to wipe slime from his mother's boots. Oh, my poor mistress, what would she say if she saw Kreacgr stalking him? How she hated him. What a disappointment he was. I asked you, what you were up to, said Sirius coldly. Every time you show up pretending to be cleaning, you sneak something off to your room so we can throw it out.
I'll be right in, Emma. Move my car.
Okay. Throw it out. Kreacgr would never move. Bye. Would never move anything from its proper place in Master's house, said the elf. The murdered, very fast mistress would never forget Kreacgr if the tapestry was thrown out. Seven centuries it's been in the family. Kreacgr must save it. Kreacgr will not let Master and the blood traders and the brats destroy it. I thought it might be that, said Sirius, casting a disdainful look at the opposite wall. She will have put another prominent sticking charm on the back of it. I don't doubt, but if I can get rid of it, I certainly will. Now go away, Kreacgr. It seemed that Kreacgr did not dare disobey a direct order. Nevertheless, the look he gave Sirius as he shuffled out past him was redolent of deepest loathing, and he muttered all the way out of the room. Out the room. Comes back from Azkaban, ordering Kreacgr around. Oh, my poor mistress, what would she say if she saw the house now? Scum, living in it, her treasures thrown out. She swore he was no son of hers, and he's back. They say he's a Model War 2. A Model War 2. Keep murdering, and I will be a Model War. So Sirius edibly, and he slammed the door shut on the elf. Okay. On the elf. Sirius, he's not right in the head, said Hermione pleadingly. I don't think he will. He realizes we can hear him. He's been alone too long, to Sirius, taking mad orders from my mother's portrait and talking to himself. But he was always a foul little. If you just set it free, said Hermione hopefully. Maybe we can't set it free. We can't set it free. He knows too much about the order, said Sirius curtly. And anyway, the socks would kill him. You suggest to him that he leaves this house. See how he takes it. Sirius walked across the room where the tapestry, Kreacher, had been trying to protect, hung the length of the wall. Harry and the others followed. The tapestry looked immensely old. It was faded and looked as though Doxies had nodded in places. Nevertheless, the golden thread with which it was embroidered still glinted brightly enough to show them a sprawling family tree dating back as far as Harry could tell to the Middle Ages. Large words at the very top of the tapestry read, "The noble and most ancient house of Black, Toujourspur. You are not Anya," said Harry, after scanning the bottom of the tree closely. "I used to be there," said Sirius, pointing at a small round charred hole in the tapestry, rather like a cigarette bun. My sweet old mother blasted me off after I ran away from home. Kreacher, Potter's is quite fond of muttering the story under his breath. "You ran away from home when I was about 16, said Sirius. I had enough. Where did you go?" asked Harry, staring at him. "Your dad's place," said Sirius. Your grandparents were really good about it. They sort of adopted me as a second son. Yeah, I camped out at your dad's during the school holidays. And then when I was 17, I got a place of my own. My uncle A.L. Peach A.O.D. had left me a decent bit of gold. He's been wiped off. Here too. That's probably why. Anyway, after that, I looked after myself. I was always welcome at Mr. and Miss Potter's for Sunday lunch, though. But why did you leave? Sirius smiled bitterly and ran a hand through his long, unkept hair. Because I hated the whole lot of them. My parents with their pure blood mania, convinced that to be a black made you practically loyal. My idiot brother, soft enough to believe them. That's him. Sirius chopped a finger at the very bottom of the tree at the name Oegulus Black, a date, a death, some 15 years previously, followed the date above. He was younger than me, said Sirius, and a much better son, as I was constantly reminded. But he died, said Harry. Yes, said Sirius, stupid idiot. He joined the Death Eaters. You are kidding. Come on, Harry. Haven't you seen enough at this house to tell what kinds of wizards my family was, said Sirius testily? Were your parents Death Eaters as well? No, but believe me, they thought Baltimore had the right idea. They were all for the purification of the wizarding ways, getting rid of muggle-borns and having pure bloods in charge. They weren't alone either. There were quite a few people before Baltimore showed his true colors, who thought he had the right idea about things. They got cold feet when they saw what he was prepared to do to get power though. But I bet my parents thought Oegulus was a white little hero for joining up at first. Was he killed by an aurora? Harry asked tentatively. Oh no, said Sirius, no. He was murdered by Baltimore, or on Baltimore's orders. More likely, I doubt Oegulus was ever important enough to be killed by Baltimore in person. From what I found out after he died, he got in so far that panicked about what he was being asked to do, and tried to back out. Well, you don't just hand in your resignation to Baltimore. It's a lifetime of service or death. Lunch, said Miss Weasley's voice. She was holding her wand high in front of her, balancing a huge tray loaded with sandwiches and cake on its tip. She was very red in the face and still looked angry. The others moved over to her, eager for some food, but Harry remained with Sirius, who had bent closer to the tapestry. I haven't looked at this for years. There's Pineasnigellus. My great grandfather C. least popular headmaster Hogwarts ever had. And ARMANTAMELIFLUA. Cousin of my mother's tried to force through a minister ball to make Muggle hunting legal and dear, and ELLADO always. She started the family tradition of beheading ourselves when they got too old to carry tea trays. Of course, anytime the family produced someone halfway decent, they what they were disowned. I see Tonks isn't on here. Maybe that's why Kreacher won't take orders from her. He's supposed to do whatever anyone in the family asks him. You and Tonks are related. Here we are, surprised. Surprised? Oh yeah, her mother Andromeda was my favorite cousin, said Caesarius, examining the tapestry closely. No, Andromeda. But this is not on here either. Look, he pointed to another small, round, bone mark between two names. Bellatris and Narcissa. Andromeda Potter's sisters are still here because they made lovely because they made lovely, respectable, pure blood marriages. But Andromeda married a mother born Ted Tonks. So Sylvia's mind blasting the tapestry with a wand and laughed sadly. Harry, however, did not laugh. He was too busy staring at the name to the right of Andromeda Potter's Bonmore, a double line of gold embroidery linked NACISSA black with Ludovius Malfoy and a single vertical gold line from the names led to the name Draco. You are related to the Malfoys, the pure blood families are interrelated, Caesarius. If you are only going to let your sons and daughters marry pure bloods, your choice is very limited. There are hardly any of us left. Molly and I are cousins by marriage, and Arthur's something like my second cousin once we moved. But there's no point looking for them on here. If ever a family was a bunch of blood traitors, it's the Weasleys. But Harry was now looking at the name to the left of Andromeda Potter's Bond, Bellatris Black, which was connected by a double line to RODOL PHUSLESTRANG. Harry said aloud. The name had stirred something in his memory. He knew it from somewhere, but for a moment he couldn't think where. So it gave him an odd creeping sensation in the pit of his stomach. They were in Azkaban, said Sirius shortly. Harry looked at him curiously. BELLARATRIX and her husband RODOLP came in with BARTY Crouch Junior, said Sirius in the same BRUSQUE voice. RODOLP Jewish Professor's brother, was with them too. And Harry remembered he had seen Bellatrix, alias Strange inside Dumbledore's pencil, the strange device in which thoughts and memories could be stored. A dark woman with heavy lidded eyes who had stood at a trial and proclaimed her continuing allegiance to Lord Baltimore. Her pride that she had tried to find him after his downfall, and her conviction that she would one day be rewarded for her loyalty. You never said she was young. Doesn't matter if she's my cousin, snapped Sirius. As far as I am concerned, they are not my family. She's certainly not my family. I haven't seen her since I was your age, unless you count a glimpse of her coming into Azkaban. Do you think I am proud of having relatives like her? Like her? Sorry, said Harry quickly. I didn't mean. I was just surprised. That's all. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't apologize. Sirius mumbled at once. He turned away from the tapestry, his hands deep in his pockets. I don't like being back here, he said, staring across the drawing room. I never thought I'd be stuck in this house again. Harry understood completely. He knew how he would feel if forced when he was grown up and thought he was free of the place forever to return and live at number 4 Pivot Drive. Its idea for headquarters, of course, Sirius said. My father put every security measure known to wizard kind on it when he lived here. It's unplottable, so muggles could never come and call, as if they'd have wanted to, and now Dumbledore's added his protection. You'd be hard put to find a safer house anywhere. Dumbledore's secret keeper for the order, nobody can find headquarters unless he tells them precisely where it is. That note Moody showed you last night. That was from Dumbledore. Sirius gave a short, bark-like laugh. If my parents could see the use. It was being put to now. Well, my mother's portrait should give you some idea. He scowled for a moment, then sighed. I wouldn't mind if I could just get out occasionally and do something useful. I have asked Dumbledore whether I can escort you to your heroine at Snuffers, obviously, so I can give you a bit more support. What do you think? What do you think? Harry felt as though his stomach had sunk through the dusty carpet. He had not thought about the heroine once since dinner the previous evening, and the excitement of being back with the people he liked best, of hearing everything that was going on. It had completely blown his mind. At Sirius words, however, the crushing sense of dread returned to him. He stared at Hermione and the Weasleys, all tucking into the armchairs, and thought how he would feel if they went back to Hogwarts without him. Without him. Don't worry, Sirius said. Harry looked up and realized that Sirius had been watching him. I'm sure they are going to clear you. There's definitely something in the in the in the international statute of secrecy about being allowed to use magic to save your own life. But if they do expel me, say Harry quietly, can I come back here and live with you? Sirius smiled sadly. We will see. I feel a lot better about the heroine if I knew I didn't have to go back to the Dursleys. Harry pressed them. They must be bad if you prefer this place, said Sirius gloomily. Hurry up, you two, or there won't be any food left, Miss Weasley called. Sirius heaved another great sigh, cast a dark look at the tapestry, and he and Harry went to join the others. Harry tried his best not to think about the heroine while they emptied the glass cabinets that afternoon. Fortunately for him, it was a job that required a lot of concentration, as many of the objects in their scene. Very reluctant to leave the dusty shelves. Sirius sustained a bad bite from a silver snuff box. Within seconds, his beaten hand had developed an unpleasant, crusty covering, like a rough brown glove. Interface at examining the hand with interest before tapping it lightly with his wand and restoring its skin to normal. Must be wart cap powder in there. He threw the box aside into the sack where they were depositing the debris from the cabinets. Harry saw George wrap his own hand carefully in a cloth moments later, and sneak the box into his already DXY filled pocket. They found an unpleasant looking silver instrument, something like a many-legged pair of tweezers, which crawled up Harry's arm like a spider when he picked it up and attempted to puncture his skin. Sirius seized it and smashed it with a heavy book entitled Nature's Nobility, a wizarding GENEALOGY. There was a musical box that emitted a faintly sinister tinkling and tune, were wound, and they all found themselves becoming curiously weak and sleepy, until Jenny had the sense to slam the lid shut. Also, a heavy locket that none of them could open a number of ancient seals, and in a dusty box an older Merlin first class that had been awarded to Sirius grandfather for services to the ministry. To the ministry. Yeah, it means he gave them a load to go to Sirius contemplatively. The Sirius contemplatively throwing the metal into the rubbish sack several times. Kreacher sidled into the room and attempted to smuggle things away under his loincloth, muttering horrible curses every time they caught him at it. When Sirius wrestled a large golden ring bearing the black crest from his grip, Kreacher actually burst into furious tears and left the room sobbing under his breath and calling Sirius names. Harry had never heard before. It was my father, said Sirius, throwing the ring into the sack. Kreacher wasn't quite as devoted to him as to my mother, but I still caught him snogging a pair of my father's old trousers last week. Miss Weasley kept them all working very hard over the next few days. The drawing room took 3 days to decontaminate. Finally, the only undesirable things left in it were the tapestry of the Black family tree, which resisted all their attempts to remove it from the wall, and the rattling writing desk. Moody had not dropped by headquarters yet, so they could not be sure what was inside it. They moved from the drawing room to a dining room on the ground floor, where they found Spider's large as haunted saucers, looking in the dresser. One left the room hurriedly to make a cup of tea and did not return for an hour and a half. The china, which bore the black crest and motto, were all thrown unceremoniously into a sack by Sirius, and the same fate met a set of old photographs and tarnished silver frames, all of whose occupants squealed shrilly as the glass covering them smashed. Snape might refer to the work as cleaning, but in Harry's opinion, they were really waging war on the house, which was putting up a very good fight, aided and abetted by Kreacher. The house elf kept appearing whenever they were congregated, his mutterings becoming more and more offensive as he attempted to remove anything he could from the rubbish sack. Sirius went as far as to threaten him with clothes. But Keaecgr fixed him with a watery stare and said, Master must do as master wishes, before turning away and muttering very loudly, but master will not turn. Will not turn Keaecgr away, no, because Keaecgr knows what they are up to. Oh yes, he is plotting against the Dark Lord, yes, with his mudbloods and traitors and scum. And scum. And with Sirius ignoring Hermione's protest, seized Keaecgr by the back of his loincloth and threw him boldly from the double wing several times a day, which was the cue for Sirius' mother to start shrieking again, and for Harry and the others to attempt to eavesdrop on the visitor, though they gleaned very little from the brief glimpses and snatches of conversation they were able to sneak before Miss Weasley recalled them to their tasks. Snape floated in and out of the house several times more, though several times more, though, to Harry's relief, they never came face to face. He also caught sight of his transfiguration teacher, Professor McGonagall, looking very odd in a muggle dress and coat, though she also seemed too busy to linger. Sometimes, however, the visitors stayed to have Tonks join them for a memorable afternoon in which they found a murderous old ghoul looking in an upstairs toilet, and Lupin, who was staying in the house with Sirius. But who left it? But who left it for long periods to do mysterious work for the Order? Help them repair a grandfather clock that had developed the unpleasant habit of shooting heavy bolts at passers-by. Mundungus redeemed himself slightly in Miss Weasley's eye by rescuing one from an ancient set of purple ropes that had tried to strangle him when he removed them from the railroad, despite the fact that he was still sleeping badly, still having dreams about quarters and locked doors that made his skull prickle. Harry was managing to have fun for the first time all summer. As long as he was busy, he was happy. When the action abated, however, whenever he dropped his guard or lay exhausted in bed watching blood shadows move across the ceiling, the thought of the looming ministry hearing returned to him. Fear jabbed at his insides like needles as he wondered what was going to happen to him if he was expelled. The idea was so terrible that he did not dare voice it aloud, not even to Ron and Hermione, often saw them whispering together and casting anxious looks in his direction, followed his lead, and not mentioning it sometimes. He could not prevent his imagination showing him a faceless ministry official who was snapping his warning to and ordering him back to the Dursleys. But he would not. But he would not go. He was determined minded on that. He would come back here to Grimmauld place and live with Sirius. He felt as though a brick had dropped into his stomach when Miss Weasley turned to him during dinner on Wednesday evening and said quietly, "I have ironed your best clothes for tomorrow morning, Harry, and I want you to wash your hair tonight too. A good first impression can work wonders. Ron, Hermione, Fred, George, and Ginny all stopped talking and looked over at him. Harry nodded and tried to keep eating his chops, but his mouth had become so dry he could not chew. "How am I getting there?" he asked Miss Weasley, trying to sound unconcerned. "Authors? Authors. Authors. Taking you to walk with them," said Miss Weasley gently. Mr. Weasley smiled encouragingly at Harry across the table. "You can wait in my office until it's time for the hearing," he said. Harry looked over at Sirius, but before he could ask the question, Miss Weasley had answered it. "Professor Dumbledore doesn't think it's a good idea for Sirius to go with you, and I must say I think he's quite wise," said Sirius through clenched teeth. Miss Weasley pursed her lips. When did Dumbledore tell you that?" Harry said, staring at Sirius. "He came last night when you were in bed," said Mr. Weasley. Sirius stabbed moodily at a potato with his fork. Harry dropped his own eyes to his plate. The thought that Dumbledore had been in the house on the eve of his hearing and not asked to see him made him feel, if that were possible, even worse. Okay, that's the end of chapter 6. Bye. Good.